All right, new client, new site, content plus seasoning. What's a practical ratio of original versus RSS curation to start? Um, well, the new site content, typically the pages are going to be written content. It's unique, right? Not don't don't let me confuse you guys. Curated content is unique as long as, well, you're supposed to inject commentary and you're combining other snippets of content from other locations into one unique piece of content. But what I'm saying is usually for pages, I have pages written and then I have posts curated. Okay, does that make sense? So that's just basically it. I very rarely do we actually write blog posts unless it's a client that is handling the writing on their own or has somebody in house that is writing. If it's something that I'm providing, we don't write blog posts. We curate blog posts. Period. Okay. All right, 10 blog plus 10 videos enough to start, then 2 to 3 per week. For how long? Okay. Yeah, well, for seasoning, guys, usually whenever I launch a new site, and this is all covered in the battle plan, but I always have at least 3, but usually 5 posts in queue, ready to be curated posts, ready to be dripped out once the site is pushed live. And I usually will post those 3 to 5 posts, depending on the industry. I try to mimic what posting schedules are for other sites in that industry, right? Especially for my local area. And sometimes, like a lot of the contractor niches, they just don't post at all. So what I'll do is I'll submit, I'll drip out 3 to 5 posts over the course of about 2 weeks. And then after that, yeah, you can set up the, automation. Well, I say automation, but we don't do anything automated on our money sites. Everything's done via, virtual assistants. It's done manually. So most of my clients that I provide content marketing services for, it's at least 1 blog post per week. Okay. I've got some clients we do 3 blog posts per week. That's about the extent of it, though. It's between 1 and 3 posts per week is usually what I do. But again, it's all done manually. It's not done via automation. Okay. For how long? Until you get results. If it's a client, indefinitely. For how long? Indefinitely, because that's a monthly recurring service that you charge them for, right? And I mean, here's the thing. For my own lead gen sites, guys, I publish enough posts with the syndication networks to get it to rank, plus the other stuff that I do now, right? Press releases, drive stacks, all of that. Once it ranks, I stop publishing posts until I need to again, because it's just an expense that I don't want to cover. For clients, however, it's not that I'm just trying to take their money. It's the thing with client, like for me, my own lead gen assets, I want to run them as lean as possible, right? So spend as little money as possible. I want to get results with the least amount of effort and resources as possible. So as soon as I get results, I stop blogging until it needs it again. But for clients, and when I say until it needs it again, guys, it's typically because I drop from A position to B, or from B to C, or from A to D, and I go out of the 3-pack and then I lose calls, and then it's like scrambling. And yes, it would make more sense to continue just doing blog posts so that I don't lose that positioning at all. But again, for my own lead gen stuff, I want to run as lean as possible, so I don't do that. I just run them until I get ranked. Once I get ranked, I don't run them anymore. Then if I need to give it a boost a few months down the road, 6 months, a year down the road, whatever, then I'll tell my curators, hey, I need you to go publish a few more posts over here, and they'll go handle it, and then I get my rankings back. But for clients, I don't want them to experience that drop, right? So when clients ask me, can we get ranked and then stop this service? I tell them, no, absolutely not. Well, we can, but there's a very good chance that you're going to drop in rankings. It's probably not going to occur right away, but it will. And then you're going to be calling me and saying, what do we got? What can we do to get these rankings back up? And then you're going to have to be patient while the SEO work works. The SEO work takes effect. So if you'd rather just keep up at the top of the maps ranking and generating the phone calls that listing provides, you may as well. My suggestion, my advice is that you continue the service, and so that's how I sell it, and that's how I justify it. And I mean it that way. It's not that I'm trying to take people's money. It's because I don't want them to experience a drop in call volume because we weren't blogging, because it's a nominal expense, guys. If you're producing good results, they should be happy to pay for it.
Right? I also think it's important for our guys and gals, for everyone, to understand that what we're doing when we're syndicating, when we're using our syndication networks, when we're using RYS and all of the strategies that we use, is we're directly targeting the freshness algorithm, and then we're triggering the distance graph. So those are two very important ranking factors that we do just by publishing a blog post and maybe sending a link into Drive, into your G site, into your My Map, into whatever it is that you're doing with RYS, into your syndication network, which is pushing back to your money site, whether it's the blog post and a page, a silo page that you rank, whatever, however it is that you have it arranged to push power all around. This is what you're achieving. If you stop that, then you're stopping not only link building, but you stop triggering the freshness algorithm. And then, like Bradley said, once you do that, well, why should the bot come back if it's not getting anything new out of your website?
That's
It'll
right.
just go somewhere else and look for it until you do we call it the G tickle again and tell the bot, hey, come back because we got some new stuff for you.
That's right. That was a great question, Nigel. 2 in a row, man. He's the winner today. Nigel's the winner. I haven't even read the rest of the questions, and I'm